What's up, guys? How's it going? It's John. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video and for being subscribed, and of course for subscribing if you're not haven't done so already. And please turn on that notification bell. This video, I want to share with you a game that is new to me. It's not a new game by any stretch of the imagination. It's been out for several years. It's called A Whole New World. A whole new world, don't you dare close your eyes. I'm just joking before I lose a lot of you guys because of my terrible singing. I want to do an unboxing for this game. This is the limited collector's edition by First Press Games. I want to thank First Press Games for providing me this copy to check out for you. They also gave me the standard edition, so I want to compare the two for you guys. At the end of the video, I'll show you some gameplay and kind of share my final thoughts on the game itself. So without any further ado, let's take a closer look, and I hope you guys are staying safe during this crazy time in the world. I hope you guys are staying home and enjoying games like I am, trying to make it the best of the situation. Thanks, guys. So to my left is a standard edition, to my right is a limited collector's edition. I'll put a link to First Press Games website below if you guys want some additional information. From what I know, all their games do come with some type of coin. So the standard edition comes with this silver coin with a plastic case. This does come off really fairly easily. Let me see if I can get it open. If I have fingernails to do it. There you go. And it's got some good weight to it. So there's a look at the coin itself that comes with standard silver. Nice. There's a First Press logo. And here's kind of the Frey, who's a fairy that follows you and helps you out through the game, which I'll show you some gameplay here in a second. Here's the sleeve for the standard edition. And let me open this up. Got Mad Gear Games logo. It kind of reminds me of the Ultra logo back in the day for the classic NES games. I'm sure that's intentional. I love the artwork. Very cool. And it is a single player game. It's not a two-player game. This just came out recently. And you can see here, you got nice information about the game as well. On the back is right here, which is cool. It's got reversible. Looks like it's got a reversible cover. That's pretty awesome. So you can kind of change the cover depending on what you want to do. Here's a closer look at the game itself, the cartridge, and it comes with controls, some information, points, potion types. So there are 4 different potion types. There are special moves. There's tons of enemies, boss battles. Over I think 30 enemies, etc. This game retails for $9.99 on digitally anyway. Here's nice information booklet, full color, game story, introduction, main characters, the potion master. So you play as a potion master, and every level you get a certain potion, certain attack. Non-playable NPCs, people who will help you along the way. Controls, some more NPCs, attacks and power-ups. Really detailed. That's what the coin looks like. Get the menu. These are your save spots, lives and continues. Different enemies, stages and enemies, bosses. Quite a few enemies. This is the main guy, Dark Cloud. This is the main guy you have to fight. Interview with developers, which is awesome. And special thanks to the Kickstarter backers. So this was kickstarted. And here's like a little comic book at the end. Awesome, okay. And that's what comes with the standard edition. So it's pretty impressive. Even for a standard edition, you get quite a bit of stuff. Now here is the limited collector's edition. Here's the coin itself. This coin is different. It's gold, and it also has a different image. So looks like it's got the main boss, opposed to the protagonist in this game. So that's cool. They didn't just change the color of the coin. They actually changed the look of the coin. That's pretty awesome. Here's the back. Very cool detail. See, it's kind of upside down. That's intentional. I'll show you why that makes sense in a second. Let's open this up. Here's some information about some lineups of winter 2019 games that First Press Games are releasing. Shadowbug, that looks pretty cool. Castle of Heart, etc. You can go to the website for additional information. You got this thing here. Go open it up. You get some art, which is awesome. And these are kind of plastic pieces here. So this is the adventure starts here. It's kind of a promo ad here. And this is kind of a you got both in English and in, looks like in Japanese. This is the box itself. It's a cool plastic. It's got a cool feel to it. That's pretty rad. Here's another one, some more artwork. Has a reversible poster, so it's hard to get it all in one shot. So you can get a good feel for that. So yeah, I'm actually really impressed with the production quality here. And what's the last piece of art? Some reversible covers. This is the Japanese one. This is the Japanese cover. Reversible. Some addition covers. So some alternate covers you can use, which is pretty awesome for your game. So that's cool. It's only in limited collector's edition. Let me put these back. You also get a soundtrack, which I'm actually really impressed with as well. It's got two worlds, two soundtracks, two styles. So you got a dual disc. It's pretty awesome. Let me open this up. Okay, I took the plastic off. Get the side piece here. Let's open this up. I actually really like the soundtrack. Get the first disc. And here's the second disc, and it's got some information as well. Introduction. Here are the tracks. Looks like there's 24 tracks, 12 tracks on each disc. What they used to make it, who composer, and another interview with the composer. That's pretty sweet. So very detailed. Could appreciate that. And then also comes with the game, which I you know, this little tab here to help you lift it out, but and also the game, which I just showed you what comes with standards. So pretty awesome, actually. And let me show you some gameplay now and go from there. Thanks. Okay, I wanted to show you the intro of the game to give you a better idea as far as the story. So let's take a closer look. So the basic premise is there's these two worlds, and you have to get these 5 orbs to save in the world and defeat this bad guy, right? Really, first and foremost, what strikes me about this game is just the art style, the artistic, the 8-bit graphics, the chiptunes music. I really feel like this is the kind of game that appeals to me. There's 9 different save slots. There's various languages you can play in this game. It shows you the timer. I'm not quite sure how many stages are available. I've gotten to the 4th stage so far as of playing this game, and each stage gets progressively more difficult, and each stage you get another potion. So right now you kind of start off with a simple potion. You fight these ghosts, these enemies. It's one thing I guess I wish was a little better was some of the enemies in this game are very dark, so it can be kind of hard to find them, but this is kind of unique here. You can go down here. Now I did not die, this is the second world, so it's kind of a reverse flip of the world. Which I've never played a game like that, and you'd think it'd be a little confusing, but actually it's not playing upside down. I think it's kind of a cool touch and something that's very unique to a whole new world. The controls are really solid as well. You got these chicken legs, if you want to call them that. These are for your health. So you start with 3 lives, basic 3 lives, and when you initially die, you can go again until you lose all 3 lives. At that point, you go back to the latest save point. If you haven't gotten to a save point, you start from the beginning of the level, but there's unlimited lives in this game. There's the diamond for gems. If you get a certain amount of points, I think it's about 10,000 points, I believe you get an extra life. There's also 1-ups you can find throughout the game and all that good stuff. So, see what I mean about these enemies? They can be kind of hard to find at sometimes. I also notice that sometimes the background can be kind of confusing as far as what platforms to jump on. But those are my only two really main gripes about the game overall. That I think the gameplay is fairly solid. I did notice when you do hit an enemy, they kind of blink for a while, and for about a second or two, there's a save point. For a second or two, they're invincible or can't get hit, so you gotta be careful, especially with the bosses. But I do like the boss battles in this game. I think they're very unique. They're fun. The enemies are creative and unique as well. There's plenty of powers or hearts. Those chicken legs will give you hearts in the game, so that's a nice thing as well. Those axes will fly forever, by the way, so you gotta watch. Now, when you do defeat the first stage, you get this fairy called Faye, and it creates a whole new attack. And this kind of reminds me of transition screens, as in the classic Capcom games like Trojan and Ghosts and Goblins. And when Faye joins your team, she or he, I think it's a she helps you. When you hold your attack button, you get this extra burst, almost like you would get in the classic Mega Man games, which definitely helps out a lot, especially when you're fighting the bosses in between stages. This particular level does remind me of, this is the second stage of the game, this reminds me of Ghosts and Goblins. In the background there you go, see how I was able to blast it. This game definitely is challenging, but I felt when I do die, it's not necessarily the fault of the game itself, it's or the controls, it's my fault or my doing, so I can always appreciate a game like that. Overall, I recommend A Whole New World. It's a fun, classic platformer, has a classic feel to it, like you're playing an old school NES game. For me, I personally prefer the physical games, and First Press is the publisher for this, and it's exclusive through the website, which again I'll put a link below to check out. If you don't prefer the physical release, then you can of course get the digital copy. It's $9.99 US, both on Steam and the eShop for the Switch. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a comment. I'm curious what you guys think about it. And we'll see you soon. Game on.